Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news. In this video, I'm going to tell you what Republican Senator from Ohio, Rob Portman, just revealed about the Senate's plans for the Pandemic Unemployment Insurance Assistance. That's the $600 weekly payment that the federal government is funding for people on unemployment insurance through the CARES Act stimulus package. First off, just bear with me while I put everything into context so you hear about everything that actually led to this announcement. You know about several reports that are finding that people on unemployment insurance are getting more money, they're getting paid more than if they were to go to work. For instance, the American Action Forum reported that 63% of people who receive the maximum state unemployment insurance benefit plus the $600 supplemental payment that the federal government is funding make more collecting unemployment insurance than reporting to work. As a result of these reports, the GOP, Trump administration public officials are complaining, and they're citing these reports stating that they have to fix unemployment insurance, mainly this supplemental payment, that they have to fix that. All signs led to that they want to cut it off. Nonetheless, bear with me because it appears after the events of this week, the GOP has had a change of heart. First off, if you remember, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, he spoke in a hearing before the Senate Banking Committee and yesterday before the House Committee on Financial Services. And he told both chambers that all of these, quote, little economic improvements, these upticks in the economy, because regardless of what, we are not at pre-pandemic levels, although there are improvements. For instance, unemployment rate dropped from 14.7% in April to 13.3% in May. So that's a slight improvement. Nonetheless, we were at 3.5 back in February, so we're still up about 10 points. Retail sales came in at a 17.7% hike, up from the previous month, nonetheless down 6.1% from last year. And retail sales from March of 2020 to May 2020 are down 10.5% from last year's numbers. The jobless claims came in this morning. They're at 1.5 million files for unemployment insurance this week. That's down from 6.9 million claims in late March. Nonetheless, you see there's asterisks next to all of these improving economic indicators because I read your comments, I read your complaints. People are struggling to put food on the table, to make ends meet, to buy groceries. And I see some people have said that every retail store in their town has shut down. So there are still problems. We are just basically just working ourselves out of the hole and working to get back on ground zero to climb that mountain to get us back to pre-pandemic levels. Therefore, he's stating that all of these, quote, economic improvements are coming. This is Jerome Powell. That all these economic improvements are coming due to the provisions in the CARES Act, mainly the support for unemployed people through unemployment insurance, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, $600 a week, and the round of stimulus checks that the CARES Act mandated to be sent out to the American people. And this is the time to continue on the same path in order to ensure a strong economic recovery. Mind you, 140 globally renowned economists collaboratively sent a letter urging Congress to pass more stimulus. Among this group included Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke, former Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke, former Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen, many Nobel Prize winners, and they urged Congress to go ahead and pass another massive package. They didn't put a number as to how much the next package should cost. Nonetheless, they cited a CBO report. CBO is the Congressional Budget Office. It's the agency that estimates the costs of legislation that Congress is working on. The CBO found that economic output, our maximum potential, is short by $16 trillion, and that's over the next 10 years. Economic output, just to give you an explanation, I explained about it yesterday, but I'll just do it again. It's the number of goods that a country manufactures during a certain period of time for consumption, meaning to sell to other people, or to make more goods, such as a machine that produces iPhones on an assembly line, or a computer that's being sold out to the public. That metric, we will be short of reaching our maximum output potential by $16 trillion. Therefore, these economists are urging and recommending to Congress that the next relief package makes up for that, what they call a nominal output gap. That difference between where we will be and on this path, and where we should be. Also, this comes on the heels of another letter. Just bear with me so I can put everything into context for you. I'm going to tell you exactly what Rob Portman said. Just give me one more minute. Conservative leaders, they sent a letter out to the administration and to Majority Senate Leader Mitch McConnell, urging them to cut the spending, do not pass another relief package where the country has to add on to the deficit. Jerome Powell, he contested that, not directly, but he told both the Senate and the House, both chambers of Congress, that now is not the time to worry about the spending. He did note that he is concerned about the rising debt to GDP ratio. Nonetheless, the country is in a fragile economic state right now. So we are not in a position to start servicing that debt. We have to worry about servicing that debt once it gets strong enough, pre-pandemic levels, and then we can go ahead and start to worry about servicing that debt once we are in a position to do so. That said, after all of this, Senator Rob Portman is the first GOP leader to actually shine a light on these types of plans, stated on CNBC that the Senate was working on a plan to continue the extension of unemployment assistance, pandemic unemployment assistance, nonetheless, not at the $600 level. So they plan to slash the amount of money that they plan to pay on top of your unemployment insurance, right? Plus, he wants to package in his back to work bonus. That if you saw some of my previous videos or if you heard about already, he proposed it a month ago. It's where the federal government pays workers $450 weekly on top of their wages if they get back to work. He stated this way that workers can get back to getting health care and their retirement accounts and training so their skills don't erode. Nonetheless, you see, he noted that on July 31st is going to be a cliff. And on that cliff, many people's income is going to be slashed. And this is in the middle of the back-to-school shopping season when the government needs people to go out and spend well into the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, and even before that, during the election campaign, during the heat of the election campaign, where the administration and senators have to show that they have done something for the country and they have a case to say we are on the right track, we're going to have an explosive 2021, go ahead and re-elect us. So it looks like unemployment insurance is not dead as yet. It still has some legs in it. Let me know what you think. Please type your comments and feelings in the comments section below. Watch this video right here for additional stimulus coverage. Click the like button if you like the video. Click the subscribe button to stay on top of my findings. I will do my best to report what other people won't. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless the United States of America and everybody else on this planet. Talk soon.